Oh my god, did you get that on tape?
No.
That is insane.
Wait for two to get it.
Oh my god, another door just closed. Oh my god.
The world is a dark place, filled with scary locations, some in which are sealed off and should never be entered. From a room filled with deadly virus samples to another sealed off by a curse. Let's talk about these and more only in today's video. Top 10 scary doors you should never open. Starting off this countdown, we have the Taj Mahal. Now, this one might come as a shocker to you. I mean, the Taj Mahal is a symbol of love, you know, what's so scary about it? But in reality, the Taj Mahal is riddled in secrets. In fact, it has a number of mysterious locked doors in the basement, and no one can enter them. In fact, there are 1,089 rooms. Some need to stay locked and closed forever. Well, why? One theory is that the rooms are made up of marble. Too much exposure to carbon dioxide could transform them into calcium carbonate. If that happens, then the marble will literally crumble, and the 4 towers that surround the Taj Mahal will collapse. So in this case, the doors need to stay closed if you don't want to destroy this beautiful building. In our 9th spot, we have room 666. Honestly, I think you already understand why this room should never be opened. So according to a local university legend, they used to have a dorm room number 666. 2 girls were staying in that room, and sadly one of them took her own life. The other roommate stayed in that room alone, but complained that her dead roommate was haunting her, and so she requested a new room. Apparently in the middle of the night, she would hear sounds of scratching as if someone was crawling along the floor. Another time she heard her ex-roommate laugh in her ear. As a result, the school decided to board up the room, and it's no longer used. Moving on to number 8, we have the Great Sphinx of Giza. The Sphinx is a massive structure with the body of a lion and a head and face of a human. It is around 240 feet long, 20 feet wide, and 66 feet tall. Most researchers believe that the Sphinx was meant to act as a guardian for the pharaoh Khafra, whose pyramid is located beside it. It may actually be his face that is on the Sphinx. Now, apparently there are 2 rectangular chambers under the Sphinx paws. These chambers were discovered by seismographs. It also revealed that there are 2 entrances to enter this chamber, but they are sealed shut. Of course, everyone wants to know what's behind these locked doors, but we might never know. Researchers refuse to open the chamber. Why? Well, some believe that opening the chamber will release a great Egyptian curse. But it's believed that these chambers will lead us to the Hall of Records, like a bunch of old scrolls from back in the day. They also believe that it may contain some information on the lost city of Atlantis. Honestly, it's 2021. Just crack open the chamber. Like, it can't get any worse. In our 7th spot, we have the Winchester House. The Winchester House is a mansion said to be haunted by a number of ghosts. Some are friendly, but some and most are malicious. It was built in 1886 and construction was ongoing. It was believed that the owner, Sarah Winchester, could communicate with ghosts, and they were the ones instructing her on how to build her house. According to her, the ghosts warned Sarah, saying that if she continued building, then she would live, but if she stopped, she would die. As a result, her house was always under construction. In the end, she had 160 rooms, 47 stairways, 17 chimneys, and 6 kitchens. So on and so on, you get it. While some of the rooms in her house remain boarded up and are never to be opened. That's because it's believed the spirits of some of the ghosts are locked in those rooms. Should you open the door, the ghost would escape. So yeah, let's please keep those doors locked. Coming in at number 6, we have the guest bedroom. So this story was shared on Reddit by a user whose grandmother sadly passed away in her guest bedroom. Towards the end of her grandmother's life, she was looking after her, and so the grandma lived with her. One morning she woke up to discover her grandmother had passed away in her sleep. Weeks later, she came home to find the grandmother's room wide open. She had always kept the room closed, since walking by reminded her too much of her grandmother. But every day she would return home and the door would be wide open. In fact, one day she walked by the open door and saw the shadow of her grandmother laying in bed. She was terrified, and as a result, she keeps the door bolted shut. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with the smallpox vaults. Back in the day, the smallpox virus took the lives of millions. It was super deadly and contagious. In fact, it has been linked back to ancient Egyptian times, as it was found in the tombs of Egyptian mummies. Many pharaohs and queens died from smallpox. Thankfully, it isn't around to this day, but it sorta is. So tiny amounts of this disease are frozen inside of a top secret military bioweapons facility in America and Russia. They claim they are saving these samples to make better vaccines in case smallpox ever returned. But it's concerning. These countries could literally use these samples in a biological warfare, and we would all be screwed. But anyways, for now they are safely locked away in these vaults, in which you should never open. All we need is this virus getting unleashed. Moving on to number 4, we have Onkalo Nuclear Waste Facility. After running into the problem of not knowing where to store toxic waste, a Finnish company has come up with a solution. Basically, they are burying their toxic nuclear waste in a huge underground facility. Once this room is completely full, they will seal it off forever. Okay, I mean, this one is self-explanatory. Opening up a storage of nuclear waste would be highly deadly. If any of that got out, it could end in tragedy. Now here's the thing. It said that this storage site will only be able to hold the waste for 100,000 years. So we're good, but in 100,000 years, the new humans on Earth are screwed. Or maybe they'll be so advanced that it won't be a thing they need to worry about. In our 3rd spot, we have the tomb of Huang. In 1974 in China, a group of farmers were digging around when they came across a life-size terracotta soldier. After that, archaeologists spent 4 decades excavating the site. They found an army of thousands of these terracotta soldiers. Experts say there's more than 8,000 of them. The soldiers are guarding the tomb of Huang, and the tomb is off limits to everyone, including scientists. This is because it's rumored that it's protected by deadly booby traps. Not only that, there is a high concentration of mercury in the tomb, which is deadly for anyone if they enter without the proper equipment. So the tomb is off limits for any and everyone, and the entrance remains sealed off forever. In our 2nd spot, we have Padmabhaswamy Temple. This is a Hindu temple located in India. It was built in the 16th century as a holy shrine to Mahavishnu. Later on, the kings of Travancore renovated it. Now this temple contains 6 vaults. One of the vaults hasn't been opened since the 16th century. In 2011, 5 out of the 6 vaults were open, and they found an abundance of wealth. They were filled with gold and jewels and coins. Everything in total added up to $1 trillion. So you would think they would want to open the 6th vault, right, to see what treasures it holds too? No. They don't even dare to enter this vault. This vault is referred to as Vault B. So the entrance to this vault is decorated with 2 cobras. Legend goes that in the 1920s, someone tried to enter the door to this vault, but failed after a cobra came out of nowhere and killed them. Not only that, but some believe that this vault is protected by a fatal curse. This cobra might have been part of that curse. So yeah, I can see why it remains sealed off. And in our number 1 spot, we have Banff Springs Hotel. Banff Springs is a beautiful location in Banff National Park, Canada. It's considered a luxury mountain resort. But here's the thing, this hotel is said to have a very tragic past. So there's a legend surrounding room 873. Room 873 on the 8th floor of the hotel is mysteriously missing. There's no room 873, it just skips it. Well, legend goes that in 1928, a married couple and their daughter checked into the hotel, but they never checked out. The father ended up taking the lives of his wife and daughter before taking his own life. Anyone that stayed in room 873 claimed that it was haunted. They would wake up to hear the sounds of screams or find bloody handprints on their bathroom mirror. As a result, the room was sealed up. They don't want anyone staying in this room. Now here's the freaky part. If you go to the 8th floor, there's a spot where you can see where room 873 used to be. Even if you knock on the wall, it's hollow. which means there is a room behind the plastered wall. That is so freaky. I'm glad that they're keeping that room sealed forever. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Let me know which one of these stories creeped you out the most. And now let's move on to our comment shout out portion. I'll be shouting out comments from the video top 10 banned creepy places where people went part 3. MW commented, so maybe this makes me want to go check out those places. Dude, I literally gave you a list of reasons why you shouldn't go to any of those places and you're like, let's go there. Death sounds fun. No. Master X commented, a Starbucks in Portland, Oregon should be on that list. Why? Are there like Karens in the Starbucks? They like run the Starbucks? Maybe that's why. I hate salty kids. Oh my god, that name. Commented, I'm eating a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A while in an abandoned asylum. Hold up. The first half of that I was like, yeah, chicken, you go. And then it's like, while in an abandoned asylum. Do you go there for fun? Do you watch our videos there for fun? We literally have a video on why you shouldn't go to abandoned asylums too. But you do you. Alright guys, that's all the comments I'm shouting out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see ya.